It's your boy Hip Hop Gamer. Welcome to the Loud Digital Network. Hey yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Hip Hop Gamer. First off, before I start my video, I gotta give a big shout out to my brother, my dude, Weapon X. That's my man right there. That's my dude. One love, son. I appreciate the beta key that you hooked me up with. I got a chance to play Titanfall. I love the game. The joint is crazy, but there is something that we have to attack. Alright? So this is Gamers versus Journalists, Episode 3, Titanfall AAA. But it is, in my opinion, a AAA indie type of title. It's not a bad thing. It's a real thing. Check it out. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Hip Hop Gamer. Welcome to Gamers versus Journalists, Episode 3. And we're going to talk about Respawn versus Call of Duty. And you know what Respawn represents. That Titanfall that just came out in terms of the beta. Everybody's playing it. It's a great game. It's a fun game. But let's get down to the nitty gritty. Because I truly believe that the release of Titanfall has actually increased the appreciation of Call of Duty, which in the media has been getting, you know, like kind of slandered a bit. You know what I'm saying? And this is all, we about to go through all the points right now. First thing is this. In my opinion, Titanfall is a AAA indie type of game. Why? First thing I want to say is this. When you look at the graphics in Titanfall, this is supposed to be next generation. This is a flagship title. Alright? This is the title that's supposed to make people go out and buy an Xbox One for $500 just to play this particular game, right? In my opinion, it's a AAA indie type of game. Now, let's break down the points. When you look at the graphics, you're not going to be like, oh, look at the graph. You're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to look at the graphics like, oh, shoot, this look good. You know what I'm saying? It looks really good, looks really decent. You know, like, you know, the texture quality, you know, everything is solid. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing bad, but it's nothing over extraordinary that you would look for in a game of this magnitude for this platform to represent next generation. So from a graphical standpoint, it does not represent like a forward leap in anything. You know what I'm saying? It really don't. That's the first thing. And to be honest with you, Call of Duty Ghosts, as many people complain about Call of Duty need to do this, Call of Duty need to do that, and you know, I'm one of them. I want to see more from Call of Duty, and I believe we will with the next one. But in reality, Call of Duty Ghosts, in my opinion, from playing both, looks better than Titanfall. Seriously, it's not even a what if. Like, in my opinion, for what I've seen, it looks better. Straight up. Like, that's it. You know, hands down. First thing, right? Second thing is this. There's no story. So, because there's no story, one of the great things about, you know, gaming overall is being able to relate to the character that you are, to build a relationship with the person you control. That's what made Halo great with Master Chief. That's what made the Call of Duty series great because, you know, the different series, whether it's Ghosts or Black Ops or Modern Warfare, you always have some sort of character where you playing as and you learn about them and you know, you get to feel them. You know what I'm saying? When you play Battlefield, when you play like a lot of story games, whether it's The Last of Us, Gears of War, you know, anything. Anytime you have some sort of story involved with such an ambitious game like this, it'll bring players closer to the universe. It brings them closer to the character. It brings them closer to the enemies. And that right there is what makes people go out at Comic-Con and dress up as characters. You know, you become one with the game. And you develop a certain love for it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the elements of next generation when you take it to the next level, to create that bond between the controller, yourself, and a character. That right there does not exist in this game. You know what I'm saying? Third thing I want to say is this. Even when you play multiplayer, it's fun, but there's a lot of times you're just killing bots. Now, I'm not saying killing bots is a bad thing, but when every, you know, game you play, you know what I'm saying? And also, there's not many game modes like to choose from, at least not now. But when you play, and this is all based off the beta, okay? This is all based off the beta, not based off the retail copy. It's based off the beta. But when you playing with bots and stuff like that, you know, you miss that element of, I just killed somebody. And the whole talking trash, like, you miss that element. And then when you ranking up a lot of points on bots, it's like the AI could be bad. It's like you fooling yourself to think that you're really as good as the game tell you are, but the game is not really giving you the accurate details. Because if you fighting against somebody, they probably whipping that ass. But if you see some bots and you get a few quick kills to get your points up, you kind of feel that you're better than what you actually are. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a gift and a curse with it. But overall, it's still a fun game. But when you talk about the hype and the magnitude of this title, I really don't think this game is matching that. You know what I'm saying? And that right there is a problem. Another thing when it comes to next generation and Titanfall, you got Titans, right? So you got these Titans falling, and that part right there is it's crazy. You look up in the sky, you see them falling. That part is amazing. But you know, in my opinion, you know, there's no destruction. There's nothing. Like if I'm a Titan, I should be able to knock over a building that you're in, shoot some rockets, see some destruction. I'm talking about Battlefield times 20 type of destruction. You got Titans in here. And when you look at this game and you play the beta, there's not a whole lot going on. The environments aren't huge. It's not like it's a big world. It's very small, confined, and you got a few buildings. You know what I'm saying? It's not really that big. So in my mind, I'm like, the game doesn't seem like it's handling a lot of things. So either the graphics should have been a whole lot better, or we should have seen some destruction or something that makes sense to make this game just scream at you when it comes to that. You feel me? None of this stuff is present. So when you talk about Respawn versus Call of Duty and hype versus reality, Titanfall is exactly what I'm saying. It's a AAA indie type of title. Now let's move on. Now, the next thing I want to say is this. When you look at, and this is one of those developer situations that's very interesting. Now, we all know, you know, Respawn, they're great at what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, they started the Call of Duties, and now they're moving on to this. That's great. But I truly feel that if this game, pay attention, I really feel that when this game is released and everybody get a chance to play this game, if it doesn't do or live up to the hype that is being presented, I really believe it's going to be a damaging blow to Microsoft, the Xbox One business, and Respawn as a company. And the reason why I say that is because it's one of those situations where your expectations as a consumer is here, as a gamer. As a journalist, you guys done already played it, we done played it already and stuff like that, so your expectations is already high because you played it and you liked it, but now that everybody else is getting a chance to get their hands on it and it's coming closer to that release date, a lot of people's talking about Titanfall, but everybody's talking about the PC version of it. You know what I'm saying? Saying is this, is that, and this and that. Then they saying that, well, I don't need the Xbox One for this. I could get it on the 360. It don't look that much different. Okay, so how effective is this game really going to be for the Xbox One business side of things to move that up in the ranks versus the PlayStation 4? This game, there's a lot riding on it. And the fact that Call of Duty already announced their 3-year cycle and their 3-game cycle, and they got new stuff coming and everything like that. When the next Call of Duty is revealed, they're gonna take this game from a next generation standpoint and automatically compare it to the developers that previously was on this title, which is Respawn. And when they look at them side by side, and if Call of Duty outshines Titanfall, Titanfall is probably going to have to become a multi-platform title. Meaning they're going to have to get that PlayStation audience involved. Because the goal of Titanfall is to be not just a flagship title for Xbox One, but the goal of Titanfall is to be the Call of Duty killer, or the game that could go head on against Call of Duty and share that same light. At this rate, it's not. So, Respawn versus Call of Duty. Who wins? We'll see later on this year. But that was Gamers versus Journalists, episode 3. And like I said, Titanfall, from what I played so far, this is just a rough little review, a rough analysis on it. And I love the game. I think the game is phenomenal. All right, like the controls in this game is super tight. Like I love the game, hands down. But just as much as I love that game, there is competition out there. And when you look at Titanfall standalone by itself, phenomenal. But when you look at it in comparison to what else is out there, AAA indie. One love and God bless. Your boy Hip Hop Gamer Gangster. Let's go.